It's 12:16. I need to be at work by 1, so I need to skedaddle. Oh my god. I have a mirror in front of me and it has the light on. I didn't know I could do this without plugging it in, you know? I just need to charge it like once the light dies. But it's very, very useful actually. I really like the light. I'm going with sunscreen out of habit, but it's like cloudy AF outside. So because I'm going to football and the football field's outside, I just want to get in a good habit of putting on sunscreen on my face because normally it is not cloudy. But yeah, I don't even know where to start. I've just been filming these videos every once in a while just because it's good to let out my emotions, and you're probably not going to see most of the videos I filmed on myself, but I have a good feeling that this will probably be the first one I post. So welcome back. I have not posted on this channel in a few years, honestly. The last video I posted was when I was still in JUCO, and that was still in like the middle of my JUCO journey, so it's been a really long time. I go to UC Berkeley now. I transferred here as a junior. Prior to me transferring to UC Berkeley, I got like 4 different degrees at my JUCO, and at JUCO I was like predominantly studying theater and film television production. So I already declared for my film major at UC Berkeley, but I'm trying to also declare in media studies in June so I can double major, because I think just like what I want to do with my life and what I currently have been doing for work, it's not necessarily film related, but I still want to get somewhat of a film education because I put in so much time and effort into, you know, getting my film degree that I want to continue on my film education. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm a photographer now. I shoot a lot of sports. I'm going to football today, which I'm kind of excited. I don't remember what the event was called, but basically it's just like the football players teach the little kids how to play football. It's kind of like a clinic, and it's really inclusive to like a wide range of kids can come and have fun today. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take photos, and not a lot of people on the creative team will be there shooting it, so you know, it's just gonna be like very low-key. I really like shooting these events just because it's something different. Not everything about sports is, you know, about action and touchdowns and quarterbacks and like wide receivers and stuff and the NFL draft, or you know, there's also a sense of community when it comes to working in sports or being involved in sports, whether you're a fan or, you know, you go to a school and you sit in the student section. Football just brings people together, and I kind of like that. It brought me to the sport too, even though I had no idea what football was. I can say now I barely understand what goes on during the game, but I used to not have this kind of understanding actually. But like when you work in sports, you kind of have to start learning the sport at some point. Like you learn on the go, you know? But I do creative work, so it's more like, can I do what's creatively asked of me to do? Like that is basically my experience working in sports. Like if you asked me to be like a offensive line coach, I can't help you out there because 1, I'm tiny, 2, I lack technique, and 3, what do I know about blocking a bunch of other big guys from sacking the quarterback? But yeah, football's been great. We had our spring game kind of a while ago, and I saw Marshawn Lynch there, and let me tell you, Marshawn Lynch is so funny. At Cal, we ride at dawn for Marshawn Lynch, okay? Like, very notable name. I have a few shirts with his name and his face on him. Like, I love Marshawn Lynch down. I didn't really get too close to Marshawn during the spring game. He just wasn't on my side of the field where I was shooting from, and so I didn't really get a good view of him. And also what he was doing, he was like kind of a guest coach, so he was constantly in a sea of football players in the team box. There was a post-game concert with One Umbrella, and I saw Marshawn sitting by himself on the bench, and you know, I was gonna go to take photos of the concert, but I saw Marshawn sitting on the bench, and you know, I'm really proud for thinking in this way because it shows, you know, that I'm a pretty mature person, okay? But I just kind of let Marshawn be. He was just literally sitting right there with the stroller, but it just seemed like he needed personal time. And you know, of course, if I can get photos of Marshawn, I want to get photos of Marshawn. Hello, like it's like I see Marshawn once in like a blue moon, okay? Like this was the second time I've seen him this past school year actually. But the thing in sports is just you just kind of have to treat famous people like regular people. But yes, Marshawn Lynch is a real person. Also, he was in the season 3 premiere of Euphoria. Like at the time of the spring game, only the first episode of season 3 came out. So yeah, at the end of the first episode, I saw Marshawn, like a cameo of his face, and then pretty much after the first episode came out, Cal football announced who the guest coaches were, and Marshawn was one of them. And I knew whichever team Marshawn Lynch was on was the team that was gonna win. I was so right about that. Babe, I'm on whatever team Marshawn Lynch is on. Actually, one of my favorite movies is Bottoms, which he plays the history teacher who also is like the club advisor of the women's boxing fight club. He's so funny in Bottoms. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm not even showing you what products I'm using. I'm using a liquid blush by e.l.f. in the shade Dusty Rose. Especially when I'm in a rush, this is a good blush to use because I could just pound this shit on my face face and it's not too overbearing. I'm so excited for the new episode of Euphoria. The last episode that came out was episode 3, which was the wedding episode with Cassie and Nate, and it was also my birthday too, so that was a birthday gift to myself. I didn't do much my birthday. All I did was sleep. I also think I did laundry that day. I can't remember exactly, but okay, a good summary of the day was sleep, wake up, order a poke bowl for dinner because that was my birthday dinner, watch the new episode of Euphoria while eating said poke bowl, and then, you know, gag myself and then go to sleep again. Genuinely, I had such a chill day to myself, which part of it is because I'm a loner. I don't really have friends up here. Oh my god, I just dipped my fan brush into bronzer, but this is not what I want. I want to put on highlight now. Damn, I'm like already mostly done with my makeup. I swear, like me putting on lash clusters is actually so fucking helpful. It saves me so much time when getting ready when the lashes are actually done. If they're falling off, then it takes me even longer to have to like remove them and redo my lash clusters, but hands down, lash clusters have been a time savior overall, and I've gotten used to the look of lash clusters on my eyes, and I have very natural, straight ass Asian lashes, and I don't even have long natural lashes to begin with, so even when I would put on mascara, you really would not see my lashes that much. But with lash clusters, oh honey, they're visible. In photos they're visible too, and I like that. Again, it was like an adjustment because they look a little more dramatic than what I naturally have, which is barely anything to begin with. But I love my lash clusters when they're still on my lashes. I change them out every 3 to 4 days. That's what I find works for me the best, just because my eyelids sweat, I sweat, and also I think it's just good to clean like your entire eye area every few days rather than like once a week. Or there are people out there who push it to like 1 lash cluster set to 2 full weeks or longer. Babe, I cannot do that. That's way too long, and I would grow my lash line, my eyes would be feeling so crusty. No. Because when I remove my lash clusters every 3 to 4 days, I like also clean all like the eye boogie stuff. I cannot be doing that every 2 weeks. I would say I have more friends at home, but I feel like a lot of people can say that too, just because, you know, at home you probably have lived there for much longer than wherever you moved to for college. That's typically how it is. And so I hadn't exactly found, you know, a huge crowd of people myself. I'm just like very selective with who I spend my time with, and most of the time I just want to spend time with my cat. He's great. I got my cat back in November when I still lived in Clark Kerr. I don't live in Clark Kerr anymore, which if you don't know what Clark Kerr is, it's one of the housing campuses at UC Berkeley. It's kind of further away from campus, but Clark Kerr has basically anything and everything you need. Like one of the best dining halls on campus. There's a fuck-ass archery field and also like a pool, a skating rink, tennis courts, a hiking trail. Clark Kerr is honestly like a very beautiful campus, but my experience living there was just not the best, and that's fine. I don't need to go too much into it because I'm in a better place now. I moved out a little over a month ago. Things have been a lot better lately, and I forgot if I set my face. Y'all are fake for not telling me to shut up. Damn, that's all of my makeup? Shit, I was so quick with it. Also, this is the highlighter I used. It's running really low. The only product that's left is in the corners, actually. I literally just did my nails like less than 2 weeks ago. They're press-ons, okay? So I didn't really do too much with it. I have greenies on my fingers. Not all of them, but I don't know if you can see the fingers that do have them. It looks like my green book. It's probably the same shade as my green book. Anyway, as I come down to like the last few weeks of the semester, I just finished my last week of instruction. Next week is dead week, which means like no more lectures, no more classes. It's just a full week of studying. But actually UC Berkeley is called RRR, Reading, Writing, Re-examination. I'm finally learning to overcome adversity at the end of the semester. But you know what? Better late than never. Hey guys, let's go to my closet. What pants do you think I should wear? Should I wear these jeans or like these cargos? Or these like light blue jeans, or like should I wear this? This is very soft. I think this will keep me really warm actually. What do you guys think? Should I try that on for you guys? I think I'm gonna wear these pants and keep it simple today. I also just did my laundry last night, and then this morning I dumped my laundry there. We listen and we don't judge, okay? Okay, so for shoes, I think I'm gonna wear these Dunks. These are my beaten up pandas, but I wear these a lot because they're already beaten up. Let me bring it to the floor. Oh my goodness. When I used to live in Clark Kerr, I used to be able to just walk to the field, which was about like a 15-minute walk. Now I have to take the bus because I live quite much further away from campus, from the field, from everything. So, you know, I would say I kind of have great amenities where I'm living right now, just in my surrounding area. And even though I can't walk to campus in a timely manner, the bus is pretty convenient. I live around like a lot of bus stops, so there's always a bus going somewhere, luckily. Okay, if a bus is not coming when I zip my last zipper, then I'm just gonna call an Uber. So forget everything I said about the bus. Okay, this one's cute for today. This is, oh, you can't even see it. Guys, you need to get contacts or something. But this is a cow hoodie. It says cow on it. I'm gonna wear this so I can feel cow today. I'm gonna bring my film camera. This is the Canon Nolan. This is my baby girl. I have my SD card case that I need to bring. So I shot an event the other day. TLDR, I forgot to bring my like SD card case with my other cards, you know, as backup in case I need more storage. And so I used my SD card very quickly that event. And thankfully, I brought my film camera and a lot of film. So I kind of used my film camera as a second body until I was able to clear up the storage on my SD card and then continue shooting more. Poor planning, poor packing skills, you know? But that's a lesson learned for me. I don't think I'm gonna be shooting that much at this event, but it's good to be safe than sorry. Hold up, I'm gonna be switching some things from this small pouch to my other small pouch, like my wallet and stuff. My wallet, hand sanitizer, things like that. It's better to be safe than sorry because I'm pretty sure I am the only photo person there. I live for these type of events, you know? I love these events. I used to work in marketing at my community college, and so most of the time when I took photos for the marketing department, it was just these type of events, you know? But it brings community together, so that's what I like about it. Put on my AirPods because I need that shit. Oh, I need music. Okay, I need to take these out so I can hear my thoughts. Last thing, I need to put my own collar on. It doesn't really show well on camera, but I do have an Apple Watch tan. I got an Apple Watch for Christmas, and so, you know, I've had it for only a few months. And obviously, during basketball season, which happens predominantly during the winter time, like that sport was indoors completely, and then football's outdoors, and they started practicing again for spring ball. But that's spring, you know, so the Apple Watch tan is definitely forming. Outfit, hair for my mom, face for my grandma, hoodie, blue jeans, dunks, bag, cell phone. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go to work. Bye.